Hey, what's up? I'm Sade, and we are going to dive into this astro series and talk about the first house in astrology. So, what is the first house? The first house is the house where your rising sign is located, it is the ascendant. Basically, which sign was rising on the eastern horizon at the time that you were born. That is basically what the rising sign is. It is in the first house. And first house is the house of Aries. It's Aries' home. Now, before I go deeper into the houses, what are houses in astrology? What does that even mean? Every house has a different genre, a different theme, and there are 12 houses to match each zodiac sign. The first house in astrology is the home of Aries, and it's the office of Mars, right? Because Mars is the planet that rules Aries, and Aries is the sign ruler of the first house. So the first house in astrology is where your personality comes out. It is literally the glasses between how you see the world and how other people acknowledge you. The first house is about your personal power. What do you have to give as you assert yourself into the world? Because if Aries is the ruler of the first house, Aries is all about assertion and leadership. So that first house is going to showcase publicly how you like to assert yourself and find new ways of looking, viewing, and seeing the world. Now, arguably, the first house is extremely important. How you can go about finding your information for the first house, you just need your time of birth. Once you have your time of birth and the specific location that you were born, you'll be able to find what sign was on the eastern horizon while you were born. The rising sign is really important because based off of what sign is in the first house, you can tell the rest of your chart instantly, or at least I can. So, for example, if I am a first house Taurus, which I am a first house Taurus, then that means that the rest of my chart, you'll know the second house is going to be Gemini, the third house is going to be Cancer, the fourth house is going to be Leo, and etc., because that's just the order of the signs. Once you know the order for someone's chart, you can kind of really tell a big chunk of their major themes that happen throughout their life. All you need to know at that point is the planets and the other aspects to really be able to tell what definite themes took place or might take place in the future. So that's why the rising is really important. And that rising sign is going to be how you view the other themes and genres that go on in your life. If you are an Aries rising, that means you have Aries ruling the first house. Aries is comfortable here because the first house is ruled by Aries. It is about self-expression, it is about assertion, it is about leadership, vitality. It also rules the physical body. So if you have Aries here as the house ruler, you're going to view a lot of things in your life from a very Mars type of aspect. You're going to view things as needing to conquer. You're going to view things as needing to go after in order to get what you would like. You're going to view things from a very independent perspective of doing what you need to do in order to push forward. You're going to be very confident in how you showcase yourself because you have the house ruler in your first house. Now, if you have, for example, like myself, Taurus in the first house, you have a more Venus perspective to life. Instead of having to maybe move with so much action and force, you prefer to attract things to you through working together in harmony with other people to build more, working with a group. You prefer more artistic ways of expression. You prefer more pleasure in life, living more with luxury. And on the contrary to Marsish energy, being a little bit lazier in terms of I don't have to push that hard. I could work, but I don't have to conquer in order to take. So that's just another way of noticing, based off of your first house sign, the type of personality that you give off to the world and how you view other themes happening within your life. First house also rules body structure, right? Because when you think of it being the ruler of Aries or Aries ruling that first house, it's vitality, it's fight, it's a warrior type of spirit, warrior type of energy. So it also rules the physical body. So if you have maybe Venus in the first house, then you're going to be extremely attractive, right? Because you have the sign of beauty in the first house of body and how you exude yourself to the world. If you have Mars in the first house, it doesn't mean you're not going to be attractive, but it is going to give you a lot of vitality, a lot of personal body power. Maybe you can heal a lot quicker than other people because you have the planet that is comfortable in the first house in the first house. I'm going to dive deeper into planets in different houses and what each planet might mean in other videos. All right, so that's it for the first house right now. Stay tuned. We're going to go into the planet Mars and breaking down what the planet Mars actually means and when it's placed in a certain house, what that means.